One day, the Hubble Space Telescope received a strange signal from the Alpha Centauri star system. Unlike any signal detected before, it carried an encrypted sequence that no one could decode. And the biggest question remains, who sent it? Alpha Centauri is the closest star system to Earth, just over 4.3 light-years away. It consists of 3 stars, Alpha Centauri A, Alpha Centauri B, and Proxima Centauri, where a potentially habitable planet with liquid water was discovered. On date, scientists at the Hubble Observatory detected an unusual signal from the direction of Alpha Centauri. Unlike common cosmic noise, this was a structured signal, repeating in an inexplicable pattern. The signal's code didn't match any known human programming language, nor was it interference from artificial satellites. This left scientists puzzled and opened up a world of theories. Could this be a message from an advanced extraterrestrial civilization, a greeting, or perhaps a warning? Some researchers believe that if intelligent life exists, they might be attempting to communicate with us in a way we have yet to understand. Experts worldwide have been working tirelessly to analyze the signal, trying every possible decryption method, yet the meaning remains unknown. This raises a fundamental question. If this truly is a message, how can we ever understand it? Is this proof of extraterrestrial life or just another cosmic enigma waiting to be unraveled? 1 week after the mysterious signal from Alpha Centauri, something unimaginable happened. Hundreds of massive spacecraft appeared near the moon's orbit, and then, one of them landed in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. At first, astronomers believed it was a miscalculation, a simple anomaly in their instruments. But as the days passed, it became clear. These were not natural objects. These were ships, hundreds of them, holding position just beyond our atmosphere. Then without warning, one of them began its descent. The entire world watched in stunned silence as the colossal craft breached the sky and landed in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Governments, scientists, and military forces scrambled to respond, but there was one terrifying question. Why were they here? Could this be the long-awaited first contact? Or was it something else? Were they here to observe, to communicate, or to conquer? Experts across the globe speculated, but no one had answers. Nations prepared for the worst. Defense systems were activated. Yet the alien fleet remained silent, motionless, watching. Days passed with no communication, no movement. The world stood on edge, waiting. And then, a signal. A single message, broadcast worldwide. But its meaning? Still unknown. Are they visitors or invaders? Is this a peaceful meeting? Or the beginning of something far more dangerous? The answer is coming, and humanity must be ready. Panic spreads across the world. The President of the United States, alongside the United Nations Security Council, calls for an emergency meeting. The situation is deteriorating fast. NASA launches an unmanned probe toward the alien spacecraft. But within moments, disaster strikes. In an unprecedented move, world leaders unite in a high-stakes emergency summit. Military forces across the globe are placed on high alert. Humanity is on the edge of the unknown. Hoping to gather crucial data, NASA engineers send an unmanned drone toward the massive spacecraft hovering over the Pacific Ocean. Scientists, generals, and world leaders hold their breath as the probe closes in. Then without warning, a blinding light. A single precise laser beam erupts from the alien vessel. The probe is obliterated instantly. Flames and debris rain down over the ocean. The world watches in stunned silence. What does this mean? Is this a declaration of war? Was this an act of defense, a warning, or an outright attack? Experts scramble for answers. But one thing is certain, the visitors are not just watching anymore, they are responding. Tensions skyrocket, military forces mobilize. The world holds its breath for what comes next. Are we on the brink of war or the dawn of first contact? A message has been sent, loud and clear. But what will humanity's next move be? What do they want? And more importantly, are we prepared for what comes next? The sky darkens. The colossal alien vessels, silent for days, finally begin to move. Their enormous gates slowly open, and then they emerge. Millions of biomechanical horrors spill out, twisted, monstrous creations armed with weapons beyond human comprehension. The invasion has truly begun. Within mere hours, the world's greatest cities crumble into ash. Plasma weapons rip through skyscrapers, fire rains from the sky, civilization teeters on the edge of annihilation. Our weapons are useless, their technology is superior, their war machines unstoppable. Their bodies repair themselves instantly, their plasma cannons vaporize everything in sight. How do you fight an enemy that cannot die? We threw everything we had at them, tanks, jets, and finally nuclear fire. Humanity's final act of defiance, a last-ditch attempt to survive. The warheads streaked across the heavens, their deadly payloads locked onto the alien ships. And then, nothing. The blasts faded, the ships remained, the invaders were untouched, our final hope gone. If even nuclear fire cannot stop them, what can? Is this truly the end? The sky tore open, not with thunder, not with lightning, but with alien fire. Ships, vast and sleek, descended from the heavens. They came without warning, without mercy, their intent, conquest. Humanity, in its arrogance, had always searched the stars for signs of life. We found it, but not as we imagined, not as dreamers and poets had envisioned. This was a nightmare made real. Their weapons were beyond our comprehension. Beams of energy tore through cities, turning concrete and steel to molten slag. But their deadliest weapon was not one of raw power, but of insidious design. A virus, unleashed upon the wind, seeped into our cities, our homes, our very beings. It twisted us from within. Our neighbors, our loved ones, transformed into monstrous parodies of humanity. Panic seized the world. Governments toppled, armies outmatched and outmaneuvered, fought with the courage of desperation but to no avail. The invaders were relentless, their advance unstoppable. Earth, once our cradle, was becoming our tomb. The very air we breathed, the water we drank, carried the taint of their presence. Our world was dying, our civilization was crumbling, and we, the remnants of a once proud species, were left with a single chilling question: how do you fight an enemy that has already won? The world went silent. Not the silence of peace, but the silence of the grave. One by one, our communication networks blinked out. Satellites, once our eyes in the sky, fell dark. The internet, that vast repository of human knowledge and connection, vanished into the ether. We were blind, deaf, and utterly alone. Rumors spread like wildfire through the ravaged remnants of civilization. Whispers of a haven, a last bastion of hope, hidden amidst the frozen wastelands of Antarctica. A place where the virus couldn't reach, where the aliens wouldn't follow. A desperate gamble, a prayer whispered into the void. The journey was a nightmare. Millions, fleeing the horrors of their ravaged homelands, converged on the South Pole. Hounded by alien drones, hunted by the infected, they braved treacherous seas and frozen wastelands. Many died along the way, their bones left to bleach under the unforgiving sun. But for those who survived, Antarctica offered a fragile hope. A chance to regroup, to rebuild, to fight another day. The world we knew was gone. Our cities lay in ruins. Our technology, our history, our very past, seemed like a distant dream. We were refugees now, clinging to existence on the edge of oblivion. But hope, however faint, still flickered in our hearts. We were human, and humanity, we swore, would not go down without a fight. Antarctica, the last refuge of humanity. A frozen wasteland, unforgiving and harsh, yet now, strangely comforting. Deep beneath the ice, we carved out a new existence. Using salvage technology and sheer ingenuity, we built shelters, laboratories, even hydroponic farms. Life in this icy underworld was harsh, unforgiving, but it was life. Every day we scanned the skies, dreading the sight of alien ships. Every day we prayed that the virus wouldn't breach our defenses. We were living on borrowed time, knowing that the enemy could be upon us at any moment. The years turned into a slow, agonizing crawl. Our numbers dwindled, whittled down by disease, despair, and the ever-present threat of the aliens. We were a shadow of our former selves, our resources stretched thin, our spirit worn down by years of constant fear. Yet we persevered, we had to. For the sake of our children, for the future of our species, we clung to hope. We studied the enemy, analyzed their technology, searched for any weakness, any vulnerability. We knew that we couldn't win a conventional war. Our only hope lay in a single, desperate gamble. A gamble that would require every ounce of our courage, every shred of our ingenuity. A gamble that would decide the fate of humanity. Deep within our icy sanctuary, a glimmer of understanding emerged. Scientists, working tirelessly, began to unravel the secrets of the alien invaders. The virus, they discovered, was not merely a weapon of destruction, but a tool of control. It linked the infected mind and body to a central intelligence, a hive mind. This revelation sent chills down our spines. We were not facing a mere army, but a single unified entity. An entity capable of coordinating the actions of millions, of anticipating our every move. The hive mind, they believed, resided within the heart of the alien mothership, a colossal vessel, dwarfing any ship we could ever hope to build. It hung in orbit, a constant menacing presence, a testament to our defeat. To defeat the aliens, we had to sever the link between the mothership and its minions. We had to destroy the hive mind. But how? The mothership was heavily defended, impregnable to our weapons. Reaching it seemed like an impossible dream, yet we clung to this sliver of hope. We had to try, for if we failed, all would be lost. The fate of humanity rested on our shoulders, on our ability to overcome the impossible. From the ashes of our despair, a spark of defiance. A daring plan born of necessity and fueled by the flickering flame of hope, Project Phoenix. Our scientists, their faces etched with fatigue and determination, labored day and night. They designed a weapon, unlike any the world had ever seen, an antimatter bomb. Small enough to be carried aboard a modified transport ship, yet powerful enough to annihilate the alien mothership. It was a suicide mission. Everyone knew it. But volunteers, their eyes burning with a cold fire, stepped forward. They were the best of us. Pilots, engineers, soldiers, all united by a common purpose. To deliver this weapon into the heart of the enemy's stronghold. To buy humanity one last chance at survival. Their names, etched onto a makeshift memorial deep within our ice fortress, became a beacon of hope. Training commenced, brutal and unforgiving. Every scenario was simulated, every eventuality planned for. The weight of billions rested on their shoulders. The fate of our species, our very existence, hinged on their success. They were our champions, our avengers, our last hope in a dying world. As they prepared for their perilous journey, a silent prayer echoed through the ice, a prayer for their safe passage, for their victory, for our salvation. The Valkyrie. That's what they named their ship. An old cargo hauler, stripped down, reinforced, and fitted with stolen alien technology. It was a Frankenstein's monster of a vessel, held together by hope and prayer. The launch was a symphony of controlled chaos. The Valkyrie, engine straining, clawed its way to the surface. Alien drones swarmed, drawn to the disturbance like moths to a dying star. A desperate race against time began. The Valkyrie, outgunned and outmatched, weaved and bobbed, its weapons blazing defiance. Each hit sent tremors through its aging frame. Each close call stole another breath from the crew's lungs. They fought like demons, these brave souls. Their courage, their skill, their sheer tenacity kept them alive. But for every drone destroyed, two more seemed to take its place. The enemy was relentless, determined to prevent them from reaching their target. The fate of humanity, precariously balanced on a knife's edge, hung by a thread. Every second that passed, every mile traversed, brought them closer to their destination and to their doom. The galaxy watched, holding its breath, as the Valkyrie, a tiny spark of defiance, challenged the might of an empire. The world cracked open, a blinding flash, a sound like the universe screaming. Then, silence. The antimatter bomb, humanity's last desperate gamble, had detonated. It had struck the alien mothership, a monstrous vessel that had blotted the sky. Now, a swirling vortex of energy marked the spot where the mothership had been. The air hummed with energy, a physical presence. Twisted wreckage, both alien and human, rained down from the heavens. Cities, already shattered by the invasion, were further pulverized. The antimatter blast, a wave of annihilation, scoured the planet. It was a new dawn, born in the fires of unimaginable destruction. The initial shockwaves subsided, a heavy, unnerving silence blanketed the earth. Then the sky began to fall. Chunks of the alien mothership, some larger than mountains, plummeted through the atmosphere. They trailed fire and smoke, crashing into the ravaged landscape with apocalyptic force. On the ground, those few survivors lucky enough or unlucky enough to have weathered the initial blast, looked up in terror. Their victory, bought at such a terrible cost, was now a new danger. They scrambled for what little cover remained. The rain of debris would continue for days, a grim reminder of the battle that had been fought. Days bled into weeks. The sky, once choked with smoke and fire, began to clear. From shattered cities and underground bunkers, the remnants of humanity emerged. They were battered, bruised, but not broken. The will to survive burned bright in their eyes. The sight that greeted them was one of unimaginable devastation. But amidst the ruins, there was a stirring, a sense of grim determination. They had faced the apocalypse and emerged, however scarred, on the other side. Now it was time to rebuild. The earth bore the wounds of war like a fresh set of scars. Continents were reshaped, oceans boiled. The once familiar landscapes were twisted, alien. The very air was heavy with the metallic tang of destruction. Finding food and clean water became a daily struggle. The planet that had once nurtured them was now a hostile, alien world. Yet humanity is nothing if not adaptable. Survivors banded together, forming small communities amongst the ruins. They scavenged for supplies, shared what little they had, and clung fiercely to the hope of a better future. The road ahead was long, the challenges immeasurable, but they had come too far to give up now.
Check, check. Check 1, check 2, check, check.
Section 5. The long road ahead. The rebuilding effort began slowly, painfully. Every brick laid, every field tilled, was a victory against the odds. The alien invaders had possessed technology far beyond human comprehension, and the remnants of that technology scattered across the globe posed both a danger and an opportunity. Some saw it as a chance to learn, to rebuild a stronger, more advanced society. Others viewed it with fear, a reminder of the enemy that had nearly destroyed them. The debate raged, a flicker of discord in a world struggling to heal. Years passed. The earth slowly began to heal. Green shoots pushed through the irradiated soil, a testament to life's tenacity. New cities built on the bones of the old rose from the ashes. A new generation born into this shattered world knew nothing but survival. Yet the shadow of the invasion still lingered. The memory of the fallen, the near extinction of their species, was a wound that refused to fully close. And in the depths of space, the wreckage of the alien mothership still orbited, a silent sentinel watching their every move. Deep within the ruins of the mothership, a single light flickered. It pulsed with a faint, ethereal glow, like a dying ember in the vastness of space. It was a beacon, a distress call, emanating from the shattered remnants of the alien control system. The blast, though devastating, had not completely eradicated their technology. The signal, faint but persistent, spread outwards, rippling through the cosmos. It was a call for reinforcements, a warning that their conquest had been interrupted but not thwarted. A new invasion fleet, larger and more formidable than the last, was already amassing, light years away. On Earth, oblivious to the danger lurking in the depths of space, a young scientist detected the signal. She had dedicated her life to studying the remnants of the alien technology, hoping to unlock its secrets. The signal, faint and erratic, was unlike anything she had encountered before. Driven by curiosity and a gnawing sense of foreboding, she focused all her efforts on deciphering the alien message. As she delved deeper, piecing together the complex code, a chill ran down her spine. The message was clear. It was a warning. The scientist's discovery sent shockwaves through the recovering world. The fight was not over. It had hardly begun. The invaders were returning, and this time humanity had no more miracles left to play. They had survived the impossible once, but could they do it again? The news sparked fear, but also a steely resolve. They had rebuilt their world from ashes once. They would do it again. This time, they would be ready. This time, they would be waiting. The future was uncertain, but one thing was clear: the fight for Earth was far from over.